Okay, my interview case study is on the effect of music on babies before and after birth. Research framework. My research statement was, through my research, I will explore the effect of music on babies and families before and after birth. My research questions included, what is the role of music in the family unit? How have musical experiences shaped family life and relationships? How do babies in the womb respond to the singing voice, the mother's singing voice, the father's singing voice? How do babies respond postnatally to music or the singing voice? What is the importance of music to expectant parents? What beliefs do expectant parents have about the role of music in their children's lives, both before birth and after birth? Method. So my interviews were constructed somewhat differently than first planned or imagined. The first interview was with the father of a then 5-month-old baby girl. In this interview, we delved into all three of Seidman's 3-interview series design. This initial interview lasted longer than I expected in a wonderful way. Not only did I hear about life history, but I heard detailed experiences and the meaning behind it all. After this first interview, the idea was formed collaboratively between my interviewee, the father, and I to do a couples interview with him and his wife, or the mom of their baby girl. We thought it might provide a fuller perspective on music and family life and the effect music has had on their daughter. In other words, designing the final interview this way had the potential to better answer my research questions. So the final interview was a couples interview. Ta-da! And it was exciting, informative, and revealed a lot in seeking to answer, if you will, my research questions and statement. This lovely couple even sent me a video of their infant daughter responding to music she had heard both in utero and after she was born. I was able to physically see this baby girl's reaction to music, which was a reinforcement to the story her mom and dad told me. The best way to describe what I did was that I followed the tips, as you might call them, in Chapter 6 of Seidman's Interviewing as Qualitative Research. I tried to listen more than I spoke. When it felt as if there might be more of a story or meaning I hadn't yet heard, I asked more about it or prompted and explored the topic. The beauty I found in the interviews was that mom and dad enjoyed talking about their history and experiences, and as their stories and experiences were presented to me, they filled in the gaps and they answered my questions without me even having to ask many of those questions. My approach to analyzing and deciding what to include was no easy feat. I didn't imagine having as much to analyze and choose from as I ended up with. So this was a great problem, you could say, to have. I broke it down into any words or phrases that were repeated or formed themes. Analysis somewhat fell into place after framing it into themes and recurring words or phrases, or even stories that came across as important to this family. Next for my sample interview questions. These were definitely not all of the questions, all of the interview questions I included, but a handful of them. And they tended to be the questions that brought out the most in answers. What role does music play in your life? How does it affect you? What is your view on the role of music in your daughter's life? Describe any musical experiences you had as a family before your child was born, possibly while she was in the womb, or any memorable musical experiences shared. What are some musical experiences you had as a family while your child was in utero? Examples, did either parent sing to her in utero? Did you play recorded music or the radio for her in utero? What reactions, if any, were observed to any and all of the above? How is music incorporated into your child's or family's life currently? What kind of music is incorporated? Singing, recorded, instrumental, playing pots and pans or household items, etc. Is there anything that surprised you or really stood out to you about music in your baby's life? Drum roll, please, as you heard. Findings. Selected findings. So music plays, here we go. Music plays a large role in this family, including extended families such as aunts and grandparents. It is much more than just background noise to them and is included in daily life. Daddy-daughter dances. So, dad dances with his infant daughter, plays music to help his daughter's physical development and gross motor movement by moving her body to the music. He mentioned playing a techno mix for this and has daddy daughter dance parties in which he holds her or moves her body for her. Soothing music is played to help calm the baby at home, in the car, or to help her go to sleep. For example, dad said Gregorian chant, Celtic music, low drum, violin, or organ music with voices. Soothing music was played to help calm the baby in utero and after she was born. There was a specific time every night the mom and dad said their daughter would become very active in the room. They said she would kick and wake up. In order to calm her and allow poor mom to get comfortable and get some sleep, they would play calming music, read to their baby in the womb, or dad would sing to their daughter in utero. He stated he sang jazz songs as lullabies to his daughter and gave examples of artists such as Billie Holiday and Ella Fitzgerald. Dad said the first few days in the hospital, they struggled to get their daughter to latch on and eat, so they played some of the same songs she heard in utero. He said it also helped them, meaning mom and dad, to calm down some as well as their daughter. The playlist included songs by Ella Fitzgerald and from the jazz era that were very melodious. Dad said that his daughter also had exposure to a wide variety of music in utero. And I believe we have another drum roll for more findings. Okay, and in the final round of interviews, mom said while she was pregnant, she spent a lot of time watching Netflix. She specifically mentioned watching Star Trek: The Next Generation. She said she didn't finish the series while she was pregnant, but then also watched a lot of it after her daughter was born. Mom said, anytime that we watch the show, meaning Star Trek, and the theme song played, she stops whatever she's doing and stares at the TV and listens to it intently. She also said, I don't know if she recognizes it or it's just because it's an interesting melody, but that's the thing that stands out the most when I think about what she listened to or what she could have heard in the womb and what she could hear after she was born. Mom also offered and provided to me a video that actually showed her daughter doing exactly as she described. Her daughter was in a bouncer, playing and bouncing and giggling away. Then mom played that Star Trek theme song, and the reaction that mom described was visible in this video. So, implications of all of this. As an initial study, findings showed the role of music in this one family and its great significance to that family. It also revealed the effects that music has had in some very specific ways on their daughter, especially that potential finding that their daughter recognized a song after birth or as an infant that she had heard in the womb. Implications also include the need for more research on this topic. More studies need to be done on the potential for infants to recognize a song heard in the womb. Beyond this individual case, there's a need to find out if findings like the above are in this case alone, or they're found only in musical families, or families in which music is significant, or perhaps how widespread these potential musical effects might be. More knowledge could be gained by researchers and expectant parents about the possible role of music in the lives of babies in the womb and as infants after birth, as well as parents and families.